What's up, everybody? So I've been telling everyone that I'm going to do a video on my Overland rig. So in this video, we're going to be going over everything that I have on my truck specifically set up for overlanding and or camping. We've had this trip planned for my buddy, so we have the tent set up over here, and I'm going to set up my truck showing you everything that I have on it to make it a whole lot easier if you're wanting to get into these things and understanding what you would want to do. Yeah. If you're into stuff like this, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot being able to make a lot more fun stuff in the future. So let's get into the video. What do you say, kiddo?
Yeah, let's get a high five.
Let's get a high five. So first off on the list is getting this tent all set up. So we're going to climb up on top, unstrap the sides, and take off the cover. So we can lay the straps down at the side. We're going to unzipper this part, and this is the Smitty built. This is the XL, so it's a king size bed on the inside, so plenty of room for everyone in your family. But you can see it takes up quite a bit of the truck. This actually hangs over about a couple inches, I'd say 3 or 4 inches on the back of the truck. So keep that in mind. If you have a Tacoma or a smaller truck, you're probably not going to be able to fit the XL. So now we could go around here, unzipper this part. Nice and dusty. And we're going to take off the cover that just protects it from all of the dirt and everything else getting into your actual tent, which is where you want to keep clean. Now we could unstrap the ladder. It's a very quick process. It doesn't take too long. It takes about 5 minutes to put it together. So I really do enjoy this tent. I'm able to do it myself and set up pretty quickly. So now what we could do, just fold it out using the ladder to set it out.
Like we did last year, Papa.
Right like that. And there's going to be 2 hinges right here that you want to make sure you lock so it stays stable. And then one on the other side. We're locked in there. Now we're going to set this ladder up to where it's actually going to be able to support this part. We don't want it out too far. We want it at about that much of an angle, and that way it will support your weight. Now we can get into getting the rest of the pieces. We're going to need this one next. And all these parts sit in the actual tent when it's packed up, so it makes it really nice and easy. So now there's 2 sections that we want to look at. There's going to be one right here and one on the other side. I'm going to pull this through so you can see where it attaches. Right there. Do it to the other side. There. And right there. And we're just going to slide these up so no bugs or anything gets up in your tent. We'll do that on both sides. And that part's done. Now we could fold our mattress back and get to our other tools. So now there's going to be 3 short posts and 1 long post. The long post is to hold everything up at the end. So we're going to put the long one to the side. Now we just got to slide these posts through the 3 pieces on top. And on the inside, you'll see it attaches to the bar on top. It might be a little bit dark in here because it is a little bit of an overcast today. Let's slide it over that bar right there. And then it just attaches to the bar on the outside. Right like that. And then we're going to repeat this process for right here and right here. So now that we have that part up, we have this final long one that you just attach in the middle of these. Slide it up, and then we're going to stretch these out to give extra support. So this is all now stable and ready to go. So let's check out the inside. So now the last pieces that we have to put up are these. You like it, kiddo? So now to put these pieces up, all you got to do is slide it through the grommets. And before we do that, we'll put it in the actual hole to make it easier. So right here you can see there's a hole that goes into, and all you got to do is lock it on. And now we just have to do it on this side, and it's all set. So before we get into everything else, let's talk about the actual truck. This is a Chevy Silverado High Country. It is a 2020. The things that I have done to it is I took the rims off that came with it and got them powder coated. They were black. I like the bronze look a lot more, so I had that done. I did have this night camo all over it. I'm switching it out to OD green, which I have not been able to complete it yet. It hasn't been the right temperature. Unfortunately, I might have to wait till next year. We'll see, but I'm okay with that. This isn't a truck that I have just to look good. It's to go camping and all that other stuff, so I realistically don't care too much. On the front, I have the Rough Country front bumper, have the light bar and the 2 floodlights down there. I do have 2 light bars put in right here because I just thought it looked really nice beside the actual emblem. And I have the Prinsu roof rack up top, which we'll get into here in a little bit. I have billy bars set up for my tent. That way, when it's closed, it's not up above my roof, and therefore it's not going to destroy my fuel economy, which it will. Now let's get around to the back. This is my newest addition, which is the decked system, which I keep all of my camping supplies in here at all times. It makes life a whole lot easier. Now I have everything realistically ready to go at all times. So I have some cooking equipment right here. I have my tire patch kit. Have a couple boxes that I have not filled yet. I have some fire starter, some bug spray. This is for the stove that's on the other side. And then this is to fill up your tires. Obviously, if you get a flat, it's very important that you have one of these in there at all times. And the other side, this came with my deck system, a nice carry case. I have my Pelican case that I keep some extra camping supplies in. Have some extra shoes in here, my cooking stove, and a little fold-out chair if I need be. But this is all the stuff that I keep in my deck system at all times. And then you can see there, I keep a full toolkit strapped to the top in case I ever need it. This deck system is really cool. It has the ability to put some stuff on the sides. These pop out, and it's all waterproof, which is really nice. I realistically like this a lot more than the setup I was doing. I just had the tonneau cover on top, and this works out way better for what I use it for, so stuff isn't sliding around and making a mess. So this is probably one of my favorite upgrades that I've done so far. Before we get into the Prinsu on the top, let's get into the stuff on the inside of the truck. So getting into the truck, I do have a pedal commander hooked up to this truck, so it runs a little bit better. You can see it's not clean. I don't necessarily keep this as a show vehicle. This is something that I use all the time, so you're not going to see it as a pristine type of thing. Right here I have my mount for my phone. Right here is my commands for all of my lights to hook up to the ones on the roof, the grill, everything on the sides to be able to have it in one place. And then I have a GoPro mount right here for being able to hook up if I'm on a trail or something like that. The main things I make sure I keep in my truck are going to be a tourniquet right here. Never know when you need one, so I keep quite a few on me at all times. A fire extinguisher right here in case a fire when I'm out gets a little crazy. I have a little one right here. Also tons of chargers for being able to charge my stuff at all times. Sharpies right in the rain, and all the other stuff that I absolutely need. In my middle, I have some magazines, CB radio in case I need it, and a solar charged battery charger. Important for your phones, all other sorts of stuff. I keep quite a bit of these on me at all times too. It's okay. Now let's get around to the back. Now this is packed for camping. Obviously, kids' car seat. Little jacket, I have an extra blanket right here. I have my gun belt, have my Hellcat, have my Canic. Should probably keep that in the holster. There you go. Have this awesome camping knife that I take with me everywhere. Have some extra rope that I carry around. Flashlight. Little axe that I keep in here all the time that you'll realistically never use because I use a saw way more. Hydration's important. I have this one for me. This one for the family if they need it. Also, in case you want to get a little crazy, you could have some handcuffs, you know, never know. And more magazines, because magazines are cool to have. In this truck, it has a couple compartments that you could put some stuff in. I usually keep this one with all of my cleaning supplies to keep my leather nice and hydrated so it's not cracking. And underneath the seat, have some extra survival stuff to, in case I did break down, you know, obviously I'd be able to be seen out and about. I don't know what this is at all. Blanket. And under here, I keep some other things like firearm related stuff that is for me, not you. So now let's talk about the Prinsu. We'll walk around the other sides. So on this side, I have a little awning that comes out. I realistically don't need it today, but that's what's hanging off the side. And on the other side, I have solar panel all set up for my EcoFlow solar generator. And here's some other stuff that I keep on hand. I have some hot dog things. This is something I'm going to have completely loaded out and have sections for everything, but I do have another axe, another saw, and I think this is yeah, a carry shovel. Oh, and another saw. Tons of saws. But this will be set up specifically for all of my tools at some period of time. Obviously, I'm limited. I go to Malaysia here in a couple days, so I try to get this all done beforehand, but here we are. So the solar panel goes with the EcoFlow. I use the EcoFlow Pro. Works really well. It has enough juice to run all of my camera equipment, everything that I realistically would need. Also any lights that I have in the tent and other things. This is where I keep all of the wiring to hook up to the solar panel to be able to charge it and charge this thing on the go. And I know I didn't take the plastic thing off because keep it on as long as you can to keep it nice and purty. Shoot some shit. That's my overlanding setup. Obviously, I didn't go into the lift on the truck or the motor, the engine, all of that stuff, because realistically, I don't care. It's four-wheel drive, it does the job. The lift was on it when I first got it, so realistically, I don't even know what lift it is. I think it's 4 inches, but I'm not gonna say things that I don't know for sure. I have this set up specifically to be able to have as something to use. I didn't get it because it's the high country or for clout for any reasons. I got it because that's the one they had. And of course, I do like the heated and cooled seats. It's really nice and all the upgrades were cool, but it wasn't something I bought just because it is what it is. I do know that it does have like the upgraded motor in it. Do I know what that is? No, because realistically, I don't really care. But that is everything I have on my overlanding setup, along with everything that I carry with me at all times. I keep this truck exactly how it is on day to day, so I'm always ready to go if I find a place or need to be able to stay in my truck, in my overlanding setup when I'm out and about. I'll be doing a lot more content with this, traveling and going to see new places, and also camping all across America. So make sure you like and subscribe if you like things like this, and anything you would like to see me do in the future, leave a comment down below. I'll go over all those things for you and make a video specifically on those things. I have a ton of plans in the future and a whole spreadsheet of things I'm going to go through to make videos, but I also like to know your input. It'll give me the ability to give you the information that you're looking for. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and like checking out everything I have in my truck. And as always, stop bitching and complaining and start prepping and training. And I'll see you guys in the next one.